Thanks very much, Catherine. Minister, there can be no denying that there are significant problems with the CAMS system and these need to be fixed. The recent look-back review of South Kerry CAMS uncovered widespread failings in the service. While the effect on some of these children were horrific, the fact that there were failings isn't surprising to anybody here. If we really wish to cherish all the children of the nation equally, we can start by ensuring that children and adolescents have access to the vital services that they need around mental health. This isn't being delivered when one considers that there are thousands of children waiting for treatments of various types. I welcome the Taoiseach's confirmation recently that there will be a full audit nationwide of compliance with CAMS operation guidelines. However, this audit should be extended to include geographic inequalities and capacity deficiencies. The geographic inequalities are clear for all of us to see. As of October 2021 in CH3, in the constituency of Limerick that I represent, the number of patients aged under 18 waiting for psychological treatment in excess of 1 year was 36% of the total. In another CHO area minister, the wait time was 3% of the people were waiting. The people of the Midwest deserve much better than this. 1/3 of children in need of psychological treatment are waiting more than 1 year. Think about that, Minister. Let that sink in. That's a shocking figure. These are young people in their formative years. Without early intervention, issues will escalate. A year is a very long time to go without necessary treatment. We should all be cognizant that globally suicide is the fourth leading cause of death of children between the age of 14 and 19. We've had too little investment in mental health services. CAMS do not have the resources to deal with the number of people who are desperately seeking help and support. The vacancies, particularly in the field of psychology, must be filled. In other countries, psychology is considered a basic service. The time for apologies is over. It's high time to tackle the extreme waiting lists and take meaningful steps to address children's mental health services. In its two budgets, this government could have increased the amount of the health budget assigned to mental health, but it did not do nearly enough. In our alternative budget, as has been said by other colleagues here, we call for an investment of €113 million in CAMS. We need at least 10% of the health budget assigned to mental health services as recommended in Staunch Care. Sinn Féin have called for 27 access to mental health services. One such de-escalation unit will be trialled in Limerick, and I can't wait for that to start in the second half of this year. It allows for triage in a mental health context by a team of paramedics, guardian and mental health expert. A similar scheme in Belfast, introduced by my party colleague Oireachtas, has proven to be very successful. If the Limerick trial proves to be successful, and I'm confident it will be, such de-escalation model should be made available as a priority to all CHO areas across the state. I cannot speak for other areas, but I can say that in Limerick, the volunteer mental health organisations do a phenomenal job. Too often they're the ones dealing with out-of-hours crisis. It shouldn't have to be this way, Minister. It's high time for the government to step up and commit to mental health services for children and adolescents, increase capacity and ensure sufficient expert staff are available to children, and children no longer have to wait for 1 year for vital appointments.